A billionaire once said the best investment he ever made wasn't in tech, real estate, or stocks. It was a $20 bill he gave to a little girl selling lemonade. What happened next changed everything. Marcus Chen. Net worth: $4.2 billion. Self-made. Ruthless. And on the worst day of his life, his company had just lost a $500 million contract. His board wanted him out, and his wife had just served him divorce papers that morning. He walked through Central Park to clear his head. That's when he saw her. A little girl behind a small lemonade stand. Her sign read, "Lemonade, $1. Help me save my mom." Pigtails. Gap-toothed smile. A cardboard sign that hit differently. "Lemonade, mister? It's really good. I made it myself," she said. "Not interested," he muttered, walking past. But then she added softly, "Please? I'm trying to help my mom. She's sick, and the hospital bills are really expensive." He stopped. He had his own problems, but something in her voice made him turn around. "How much have you made today?" he asked. $4.25, she said proudly, counting her coins. Marcus looked at her, hustling, fighting, not giving up. And for the first time in years, he saw himself. He pulled out his wallet. "Tell you what," he said. "I'll take all of it." "All of it?" she asked, confused. He nodded. "I'll buy out your entire stand." He handed her a $20 bill. That was all he had in cash. Everything else was digital. Her eyes widened. "But that's so much. I don't have enough lemonade for." "Keep the change," he said. "Just answer one question for me." She blinked. "What question?" "If you had $1 million right now," Marcus asked, "what would you do with it?" Most kids would have said toys, candy, or games. But not this one. "I'd pay for my mom's surgery," she said. "Then I'd open a hospital where people don't have to choose between getting better and paying rent. Where kids don't have to sell lemonade to save their parents." Marcus froze. In that moment, he remembered something he'd long forgotten. The reason he started his first business wasn't to get rich. It was to solve a problem, to help people. Somewhere along the way, he'd lost that. "What's your name?" he asked. "Sophie," she said. "Sophie Martinez." He smiled faintly. "Sophie, I'm Marcus. And I'm going to make you a promise. I'm going to help your mom. And I'm going to help you make that hospital dream come true." She squinted skeptically. "How? Are you rich or something?" He chuckled. "Something like that." 3 days later, Sophie's mom received a call. Her entire medical bill, $180,000, paid in full. Anonymous donor. But Marcus didn't stop there. He invited Sophie and her mom to his office. He showed Sophie how business works, how money moves, and how problems become solutions when you have the right resources. And Sophie asked questions, smart questions. Ones that made Marcus think differently. "Why does medicine cost so much?" she asked. Marcus paused. "That's a really good question." That single question sparked something. Marcus redirected $200 million from his investment portfolio and started a foundation, the Martinez Foundation, named after Sophie. Its mission: to provide free medical care to families who couldn't afford it. To make sure no kid ever had to sell lemonade to save a parent's life. 5 years later, Sophie was 12. She volunteered at the foundation every weekend, learning about healthcare, business, and how to lead with purpose. The Martinez Foundation had helped over 50,000 families, changed healthcare policy in 3 states, and unexpectedly saved Marcus's company. When he announced the foundation, everything turned around. His company's reputation soared. Investors came back. Customers returned. Even the board that once wanted him out now followed his lead. His ex-wife wasn't back, but they were friends again. She said the foundation reminded her of the man she once fell in love with. When asked in an interview if that $20 was his best investment, Marcus smiled. "It wasn't an investment," he said. "It was a reminder." Sophie had reminded him why he started. She reminded him that success isn't about what you make. It's about what you make possible for others. A year later, Marcus created a $10 million trust fund for Sophie. For college, for her future. She looked at him and said, "I don't need this for me. He smiled. I know. That's exactly why you're getting it. I'm going to medical school, she said. And one day, I'm going to run this foundation. We're going to build that hospital I told you about. Marcus shook her hand. That handshake wasn't between a billionaire and a kid. It was between two people who understood that money is just a tool, and impact is the real currency. Marcus Chen now calls Sophie his chief inspiration officer. She still reminds him every week what they're really working for. Sometimes the best investment you can make is believing in someone who believes in something bigger than themselves.